Alan's doing the same thing with this cue that he did with the cue we just looked at, the 6M1. And composers, I think, a lot of times, and I've noticed this with Thomas Newman, that, and I've been on a lot of his sessions. I notice what Thomas does is he'll write a cue, and then later on in the film, he'll have kind of the same structure or the same color and the same concept. And what he'll do at the recording session is he'll record those cues that are all basically similar at the same time, so that the orchestra gets the same feel for it and records it all at the same time. And you'll notice this a lot of time in scores where composers do this, where they have similar, like a language. They have like this harmonic language and these little cells that they use, and they put it within a cue to relate them thematically and harmonically. So your ear is like, okay, I've heard that before. That relates to this, and they're doing it very subconsciously. It's like, your ear hears it and your brain processes it, but as you're taking in all this information, you've got a lot. You've got acting, you've got the story, you've got the special effects. There's a lot going on, and music, it just adds one of those components. And it's really very clever that composers do this, where they'll plant a seed in your brain, and then they'll manipulate it later by transforming the theme or the motif somewhere else in the score, either by putting it in a different mode or putting it upside down or retrograde, playing it backwards, all sorts of tricks. So we're just kind of breaking it down here and trying to see late orchestration. Nice, Josh. I like that. It's funny. I'm going to use that. I'm going to steal that.
and
So
that's definitely the rationale for using it, and not because we're on a time crunch and just trying to get a lot of music done in a short amount of time.
yeah, someone was telling me that they talked to, who was it? I can't remember, but they talked to Don Davis and they said, "Hey, didn't you in this cue, were you thinking this?" And Don just, Riley shot back saying, "Hey, man, I was just doing whatever to get the cue written at that time. I wasn't
Yes.
thinking it. You know what I mean? He wasn't analyzing what he was doing. Only after the fact do we look back and analyze it and say, oh, okay, well, that's what he was doing." A lot of time composers do this subconsciously.